man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, Canelo Alvarez. It was rumored that he might fight Triple G in May, or Caleb Plant. It's looking more like he is not going to get Triple G a Trilogy unless Triple G moves up to the 168-pound limit to get a belt. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And, yeah, I heard Canelo done at 160, so I don't know if Eubanks will turn into the Super WA title. He got to fight Korobov or Charlo, whatever the situation may be. But, it was rumors that Triple G was going to get the Canelo fight sometime next year. But basically, what Canelo doing is making him go up to 68 to get a belt and get a title. We know, I don't think Triple G, other than Steve Rose, when he fights Steve Rose, he fought above the 160-pound limit. So my thing is, what's the issue? He can fight Steve Rose and go into a Billy Joe Saunders fight. He can fight Caleb Plant. He can fight David Benavidez. So, Canelo really forcing with Triple G to do what he want to do. Remember, him and Oscar stop Triple G from fighting. He stopped Triple G from fighting 4 times a year. And now Canelo got him by the balls again. So, his best bet is to fight the two lesser, or the two middleweight, super middleweights that's really not real full-fledged super middleweights. And that's Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, Could they get Caleb Plant to go over there fight Triple G? When he talks, Bull Jive walks. And, just looking at, his chances at 168 pounds, and you talking about Caleb Plant fighting Anthony Durrell, I got that confirmed by Durrell coach. I ran into Sugar Hill, who goes Tyson Fury, the other day. So he confirmed that. I meant to ask him about that Ukrainian cat, or that cat that he got at welterweight or junior welterweight. But Canelo in the driver's seat. He can make Triple G do hopscotch for a fight. But then again, I think his best bet is to probably go for the 3 other title holders. We know Canelo gonna beat Callum Smith. Go to one of them, go to Caleb Plant and fight him. And just assume that he can't take the punishment. That's what I would assume. And that's how I would get down with just, maybe I can hurt him. I'm going against a guy that's truly not a 168-pounder. Or he better off, at 60, he don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. You don't want to fight Jamal Charlo. So at this point, he's 37 years old, 38 next year. He probably time for him to retire, to be honest. I know Triple G need his money, but Canelo ain't coming back to 160. And then Jamal could be moving up. Andrade could be moving up. He could dominate a pedestrian era. Maybe he can call out Jared Hurd at 160. Tony Harrison sparred him at 160. So Canelo basically got him by the balls. Triple G should go up and try to get a fight with one of them dudes. He hit hard. Benavidez hasn't really fought no puncher other than Porky Medina. Caleb Plant ain't fought no puncher. Billy Joe Saunders a fight to make. They both under match room. That's the biggest fight. That's the easiest fight to make. I heard Billy Joe Saunders look sharp versus Martin Murray. Martin Murray is a good, solid fighter. I think he a level above British level, but I'm not 100%, excited because Billy Joe Saunders look good. But him and Triple G make that fight. And if Eddie Hearn continue to work with Canelo Alvarez, she'll probably make the fights the same night. But you know how Eddie Hearn is. I don't think he gonna let Billy Joe Saunders do something he don't want to do. With Billy Joe Saunders, why'd he fight Triple G for less money? Unless he know he can beat him. Triple G got some issues being slick, and then Triple G spotting him 8 pounds. So, Billy Joe Saunders would be able to resort to punishment. Maybe Billy Joe could take out Triple G. Triple G had to drop his belt at 160. Then come up and then, get Billy Joe belt, and then hope that Canelo don't fight Billy Joe next year in May. But, overall, Canelo gonna play them games. You had your shot. He don't want to give you a shot at the Trilogy. We know that. And Triple G don't want to leave 160. He want to be Marvin Hagler at 160. To me, he ain't did enough to be Marvin Hagler. and enough guys moved up with prominent names to fight him, But, he should have moved to 68. That's what boxing is about, moving up and conquering divisions. And Triple G fought a lifetime full of 154-pounders. Struggled with some Rosados, struggled a little bit, fought the Proskas and the Adamises and, the Sheetas. He's fighting these career 54-pounders. He didn't fight too many real 160-pounders. He over in Germany. Why didn't him and Arthur Abraham get it on? Because Abraham could punch back in the day, and Triple G didn't want to go through that. So 160 the door could be open for PBC. Al might as well start moving his guys up there. Because if Triple G leave, Jamal leave, Andrade leave, it's a situation where, it's wide open. You can move Tony Harrison up, you can move Jamel up, you can move Hurd up, and then, you can move your welterweights to 54. So, if I'm Al Heyman, I'm offering, I'm going to offer Caleb Plant to Triple G. Triple G to David Benavidez. I think them guys can get them. I really do. And that's a good way to make a good name. Maybe you can throw Benavidez and Triple G on pay-per-view and people will buy it. And all that's doing is making David Benavidez and Caleb Plant that much more. You building it up for a big fight with Canelo Alvarez, because now you can make a pay-per-view fight with one of those guys. You can build their name off Golovkin. Unless Golovkin want to move up and fight Andre Ward at 75. I think Andre Ward will come out of a retirement for a catchweight fight with Golovkin. But maybe he's just comfortable being, retired. But Canelo got way too much power. Then you got Danny Jacobs there. What he could do, he can tune up versus Danny Jacobs at 68. He ain't look too good. And then, go forward. But you don't want Canelo to get each belt. He beat Callum Smith. We know he's going to beat him. Let's say he move to fight Billy Joe Saunders. And then you fight Danny Jacobs after Zamata. Then he moved to fight Caleb Plant, David Benavidez. Then Triple G ain't got too many options. I just don't want to go to 68. Big drama show at 60. Canelo needs to come down and fight me. I don't have no issue with people saying Canelo robbed him. Because I don't care. Triple G whole career has been, pumped up with helium. And he ain't really that good. But what I would do if I'm Team Triple G after Zamata, I would go after Billy Joe Saunders at 68. That's what I would do. Then Canelo would have to fight you because his goal is to unify the 168-pound division and become undisputed. But then again, at some point, Triple G fight opposition, he might get beat fighting Caleb Plant or David Benavidez. David Benavidez just overpower him, walking him down, beating him down. I can see Benavidez trying Triple G. I can see Caleb Plant outboxing him, but Plant learned to sit down. He hurt people. When Plant planted his feet, that's funny. When Plant planted his feet, he hurt people. But in the same world, Triple G probably fights Zamata, Danny Jacobs, and then do something. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to fight Kyle Froch at 168. And that was a good money fight. But I don't think Canelo want to fight Triple G again. As I don't want to see it again. And I speak probably for a lot of majority of boxing fans who don't want to see it again. But hey, that is what it is on that point. But Canelo give him a shot after beating the lineal Callum Smith, who don't deserve to be lineal. We got to wait and see. That's the fight to zone one. I think Canelo just want the freedom to do what he want to do and not be tied down to a commitment to the zone. But, that is what it is. I heard that Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor could fight in February. It's supposed to be in January. I'm hearing the pandemic is causing some issues. So we can see that happen in February. Maybe with a crowd. Australia, I heard they didn't have, at one point I heard they didn't have no cases. So I'm hearing that Camboso and Teofimo Lopez can happen in Australia, can happen stateside. So, Top Rank cooking up a few things. I love to see Ramirez and Taylor. Should be a really good fight. I thought Ramirez lost his last fight to Victor Postal. You can make a case that Victor Postal gave Josh Taylor a hell of a run for his money. But, we'll see kind of where it goes at this point. Also, we'll see what happened to Teofimo Lopez. He was in the boot a couple weeks ago. I'm hearing that he could fight Camboso really, really soon with a good payday. So he moving around fast. I think he obliterate Camboso. And I like Camboso. I just thought he lost his last fight to a super featherweight, Lee Selby. But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think about Canelo not allowing Triple G to fight at 60 again and make him basically go up to 60 and get a belt and fight some killers. What you think about the rumor about Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor fighting for Undisputed in February, and also Teofimo Lopez possibly fighting George Camboso in Australia or wherever they're going to fight. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, request, or you want to advertise on the channel. All my links there. Also got a Facebook group, that link's there. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love, support. Best way to donate. Share the video. Hit the subscribe button, the like icon button. We gone.